This has everyone talking as Jason Kidd has revealed his master plan for Cooper Flagg and PJ Washington. Ever since the Dallas Mavericks won the NBA lottery and it was a for sure thing that we were going to draft Cooper Flagg, there were a lot of questions surrounding PJ Washington. As Anthony Davis plays the power forward position, Cooper Flagg plays a small forward position, and PJ Washington is left to come off the bench. A lot of people were unsure if PJ Washington would want to leave, if we can't give him a starting role, quality minutes, or an extension that he deems reasonable. But the other day after the NBA draft, we got a lot of information surrounding PJ Washington that has a lot of fans talking. And so in this video, we're going to take a look at all the information surrounding PJ Washington, where is Jason Kidd going to put everybody, and as well as what extension can we give PJ. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we are currently sitting at 21,200 subscribers. We are on the road to 22K. If you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related all season long and all summer long, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But, like I said, the Dallas Mavericks have a very weird situation. It's a good problem to have, but a problem nonetheless. One that we've talked about heavily on this channel many times. It's about PJ Washington and how a lot of people think he's the odd man out. With Anthony Davis, he doesn't want to play the 5. He will have to play the 5, namely to close out games, but we know AD wants to play the 4. We also know that Cooper Flagg's natural position is at the small forward position, and being the number 1 draft pick, he's probably going to be a starter. So where does that leave PJ? Do we know if PJ wants to come off the bench? Do we know if PJ's fine with maybe a smaller role, a 6-man role mainly, as well as the extension? There was a lot of questions surrounding PJ. There's a lot of fans that want to keep PJ. We know what he brings to this team, and that's defense and improved three-point shooting. He shot about 38% last season, which is a big improvement for him, but as well as just being that OKC Thunder killer that we all know that he is. And we take a look right here, we had initial reports not that long ago that said the Dallas Mavericks would still like to keep both PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. The Mavericks are known to be reluctant to part with Gafford despite considerable expected trade interest in the wake of an injury-riddled season for fellow center Derrick Lively, in which Lively was limited to 36 games. PJ Washington is also extension eligible this offseason for the Mavericks, whose internal hope has been to fend off anticipated trade calls for both Washington and Gafford this offseason to try to keep both on a roster that, in less than 48 hours, will soon feature Duke star Cooper Flagg. But the report that we got the following day from Stein said the Dallas Mavericks' preference is to still keep PJ and Gafford. That still hasn't changed. However, he adds that if there's an amazing offer for a guard, they'll have to listen to it. Plus, this Gafford extension wasn't just signed for him to be traded soon. And that's one thing that a lot of people are saying about Daniel Gafford's contract is that it's 3 years. There's no player option. There's no team option at the end of it. It's just straight up. And because of the amount of money, we don't have to wait 6 months to trade him. We could trade him right now. And even though we can, doesn't necessarily mean that we will. But the report does say if there is a deal for a guard that we just can't refuse, then I guess we gotta listen to it. But from all reports, it does not look like there's an issue where we need to trade PJ. The issue with Gafford, he's extended on a very team-friendly deal. We are going to keep these guys together because it's already been proven that the current core that we have can work if and when healthy. But the other day after the NBA draft, we got a lot of news, a lot of reports surrounding PJ Washington from not only Nico Harrison, but Jason Kidd himself. If we take a look right here, Harrison says 6 Mavericks players took Flagg out to dinner his second night here. During a workout, Harrison asked PJ Washington if he could play with Flagg. "Oh yeah," Washington said. And Harrison added, "There is no jealousy." So for all those people that thought that PJ would get traded or that PJ wouldn't like to play alongside Cooper Flagg in any capacity, that has all been put to rest. We finally know how he feels. He doesn't have any issue. There's no jealousy. And even when they asked him, "Can you play alongside Cooper Flagg?" "Oh yeah." So that's a good thing. Yeah, we're going to keep PJ. He doesn't want to leave. But how does that work? PJ and Cooper Flagg on the court at the same time? Are we putting AD to the 5? Probably not, because we know AD doesn't want to play the 5. Are there going to be only small stints of this lineup? A lot of fans are wanting to know. A lot of fans are talking about this because it doesn't necessarily look like a very effective lineup. But knowing Jason Kidd and his track record, he's going to want to experiment with whatever lineup he can come up with. But if we take a look at this other report, Nico Harrison said that he asked PJ Washington if he thinks he could play next to Cooper Flagg during Flagg's pre-draft workout in Dallas, and Washington said yes, just more confirmation that PJ is okay with playing alongside Cooper Flagg. Following that up, Nico Harrison said the Mavs are going to play a different brand of basketball with Cooper Flagg and PJ Washington on the wing. So then again, we're going to play PJ at the 3, I would hope. Cooper Flagg at the 2, we've seen a lot of reports, especially from Jason Kidd, who has hinted at Cooper Flagg playing the 2. And I know a lot of people in my comment section are going to say, why would we do that? That's stupid, Marcel. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't play Cooper at the 2. He's a 3. PJ needs to back him up or come off the team, whatever. I've heard it all. But if this is what they want to do, and if it can work, why not do it? If the Dallas Mavericks are going to go out and get D'Angelo Russell, which it does seem like we just may do that once free agency starts, we may see a lineup of D'Angelo Russell at the 1, Cooper Flagg at the 2, PJ at the 3, 80 at the 4, and maybe Gaff, Lively, whoever starts at the 5. So can we play Cooper Flagg and PJ at the wings together? Sure, I guess. But now there's a whole nother problem. Are we going to push Klay Thompson to the bench, our best shooter? Are we not going to put the team's best shooter in the starting lineup? And regardless if we do push Klay Thompson to the bench, I'm sure we've already had conversations with Klay Thompson about this. I'm sure there's nothing that's not being discussed from every single angle. We already know how PJ feels. They already had the conversation. There's no jealousy. He's cool with playing alongside Cooper. He thinks and knows he can play alongside Cooper. But if we play PJ and Cooper together, where does that leave Klay? Are we going to have a bench lineup of Brandon Williams, Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, Caleb Martin, D-Live, or Gafford? Okay, cool. What about Max Christie? It's a weird dynamic, and I don't think it can't work. It definitely can, but it feels like there's one more move that has to happen. And then when you consider Kyrie coming back, do you continue running Kyrie Irving with Cooper Flagg and PJ and AD and Gaff? Or do you then put Klay back in the starting lineup? It's a weird situation that obviously if you're a head coach, this is your job to figure out. But we do know, and the most important thing is, that PJ is cool with everything. And that's the most important thing. We don't have to worry about it. However, that does not mean these guys won't be traded. If a deal comes through down the road, then that we just can't refuse, a deal will happen. Or if come trade deadline, the lineups aren't working, there's no cohesion, guys are angry, then a trade will happen. But as of right now, everything's copacetic. They're working through things, trying to make it all work with Cooper now being here. And from all that we've heard from Cooper Flagg, he just wants to impact winning. He wants to do whatever it takes to make sure that he wins, to make sure the team wins. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident. Maybe Cooper plays the 1, Klay at the 2, PJ at the 3. Who knows? But I'm sure whatever it is, it will work out. And if not, we will adjust from there. The other thing that we definitely want to take a look at right here is that PJ Washington and the Dallas Mavericks could potentially agree to a 4-year contract extension deal in August worth around $88 million. I would argue that's probably a 3 plus a player option, or maybe just a 4 years, $88 million isn't that bad, about $22 million a year, just a little bit more than what Gafford's getting. Now, we can't see that extension until August, and as of right now, that money does not work. A lot more has to happen. Now, obviously, with Kyrie Irving's contract, Kyrie Irving's contract combined with Gafford's contract, we do have some relief under the salary caps, and we do still have to shave off a little bit more salary to get PJ that extension. That $88 million is the absolute most that we can offer. We can't do it just yet, but if we can, cool. The band's sticking together, not coming back together, but the band is still together. The team's still here. We're rocking with the core. Guys are starting to learn their roles, maybe some new roles, but things are looking good. We got the update on PJ. We got Jason Kidd willing to throw out a weird lineup of PJ, AD, Gaff, and Cooper Flagg all together. Whatever it is, we're here for it, and in the next upcoming months, we're going to see how things unfold. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that lineup is what we need to do? Do you think PJ can play alongside Cooper Flagg, or should PJ come off the bench? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We could have a whole conversation about this. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for being so far to the video. Make sure you check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And as always, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.